Hello everyone. In this lesson, we will learn about access specifiers or collectively what we call is class properties in C++. We already saw how to create a class in C++ in a previous lesson. I will begin by copying that project. So it is here and I will copy it and okay, I will open the project, copy the project and paste it over here, rename it to 08 access specifiers. Close the existing project. In the access specifier, I will delete the temporary files. Then come over to source main.cpp. Over here, we already have our class and our objects created. So what I will do here is last time, if you remember before that, uh, that we had an error when we removed when we didn't put this public keyword over here. So if I again comment it out and try to build it, it would give me an error called as declared private here. So what does it mean? It means that the functions and the uh, member function or the member variables are not accessible outside the class. Okay. So if it's not accessible, you won't be able to set or get the values over here. So what we do here is we use access specifier to set the different member functions or member variables to give the means like to give access it to the outside of the class. Okay. So what we do in C++ or object-oriented programming is data encapsulation. And what I mean is restricting direct access to some of the object's components to protect the integrity of the data. So if it is public, if the our member variable is public, so it could be accessed outside. So that doesn't fits in the definition of an object-oriented programming. So what I will do here is the best way to do is to keep this as the private, okay, and to keep our functions public. So what happens is it should be private, and what happens here is like now in the class we can access this, but still we cannot access it outside the class. If I again build it, it would show the same error. Now the functions we can access, but we cannot access the member variable of the class. So to how we can access it is using or how we can interact is by using the setters or getters. So setters are also known as mutators and getters are also called as accessors. So how we create setters and getters over here. So let me begin by doing, let me comment it out. Okay, so it would be setters or the X or the mutators. Mutators. Okay, so how we write the setters? So to write a setter, we use the word set, and then like if I want to set the temperature, I keep it like this. This is like very friendly to work with, and we pass a variable in value. Okay. So what does the value will hold? The value will hold the temperature. Okay. So temperature equal to value, or the value that we pass it will be stored in the temperature. So this is what the setter mean. And now let's come to our getter. So what is getter? So that we can get the value. So getters or the accessors. So by the name accessors, you can understand that we have to access that variable. Okay. So to access, we use int get temperature. and it would be an empty, and we have to return temperature. So this is how it works, setters and getter. Okay, but still we won't be able to use it in our this is a pointer. So to use it, what we need to do is over here is we need to pass that function, that is the public function. So to get our to how we can write over here is by using p sensor, and what we need to do is we need to set our temperature first. Okay. So to set the temperature, we do set temperature, and I will pass the temperature value as 50. So here we are already having this function to read the temperature. So I will comment it out. What I will do here is I will write a printf statement. Then the uh, the the temperature is a float value. So it should be a float over here, and it should return a float value. Okay, so this should be noticed. And what we need to do is we are passing it as 50, and to get that uh, temperature set is amp, percentage f comma p sensor points to get temperature. Okay, so this is how we return the value in the main. And if it is let the other function be as it is. And also if we want, over here is new line and carriage return, and we can keep this as well, so we can see how the both the functions work. So that was a void function, but this is a getter function. Let's build this, and it is built. Now let me run it on my controller. Okay, let's open the Terra term. In the serial, I will do is select COM3. Okay. Okay. So it is showing older value, current. It's not. Okay. Let me clear it once. Your buffer, clear screen, and let me press the reset button. See, both the functions are returning the same values, and we are getting the correct. So temperature set is 50 degrees or whatever unit. And then what we are having is over here, current temperature is read temperature. And sorry, in the getters, we are getting the value. Okay. And we are also able to encapsulate the data in the access specifier. So uh, the best way to interact with the member variable is to use the private access specifier that gives the possibility of hiding the data, and then give the access through setters and getters. Thank you.